Okay. Hello viewers and welcome back to Danganronpa Killing Harmony, and now Tengu is murdered and we're still trying to picture what's going on, so I guess we went over everything, so...
Stop it. What? Because...
Okay.
I guess... Well...
Well...
Is this...
Okay. Hey!
Wait,
But...
like I thought.
Why? How can this be? Leave it to me. That cannot be. I knew it. But of course. Ah, yes.
This is stupid.
I see, yes.
Is that so?
Okay, we're getting a recap. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marked stone. Then Suichi and Oma placed the cage over her. And after that, I placed the white cloth of the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god, on top of the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the corners of the room. Koichi and Oma and Suichi blew out the candles.
Yes.
Finally, we sang the song. The seance should have been completed by... now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. It was, yeah, right during this. Yeah, thunk. Yeah, that's what I was curious about. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tipped, perhaps. That was what pretty loud sound for someone tipping. Perhaps Kaio knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called her out, but no reply came. I had Suichi and Oma relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Then I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it, she was dead. Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance. But would it be not difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There's another problem. And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner. Did someone else sneak in
What's
here?
the point?
Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was the one to pull her punches. Sound during the seance.
No.
Not necessarily, huh? Seriously? This seance was clearly set up to lure her and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room kill
Could
her?
it be...
So if you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance,
Fucking moron!
there's no other possibility, you shit for brains. God, you don't even know that. Oh, that was pointless. If it's true, then Tenko was alive before the seance began. This is the point of no return. Tenko, after this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Tenko answered Kaio so that at point she was most certainly alive. But when the candles were relit, she was dead. She is already dead. That means she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be the most important point of this murder.
Oh, man.
So, I guess I went through everything. Oh, come on, not again. What did I screw up this time? Oh, the ruined magic circle. Yeah, that makes sense. The magic circle Kyoto drew on the floor, well, at least it was.
Dear.
It's been completely stumped over. I suppose it was unavoidable. Was this drawn with salt? Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt. Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous. I have performed many successful seances. Why, I even had spirits enter my body.
Right already.
Shut up, I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing,
But-
actually. In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original
So
circles.
what?
We'll find out in Kyoto's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyoto? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Oh, for the love of...
Leave it to me.
Let me guess. Is it the blood? Oh, wait. I missed a spot. Not again! There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for... Yeah! Sorry about that. Doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but
is
still.
this...
A hole. Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down
Huh?
here. What? Something dropped down there? Was something dropped from here? Well, in the corner.
Hey,
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
You're right.
Right,
By the
let's
way-
do it. It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle with Kibo's light from up here. That should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go and get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go
Okay.
down. Okay, got it. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took a candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole under the floor. Yep. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for
Well-
clues. it looks pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Aha! So this is the murder weapon. There's a sickle down here, and there's blood all over on it. The blood is on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did?
Well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you could hide it under your clothes too. If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6
That's
inches.
right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but it could have reached her neck.
True.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were able to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it wouldn't deepen on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is the question. Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away,
That's
right?
true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. So... a hole? Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room. This is the wall to the empty room, right? It looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
That's true.
If I remember correctly, the next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway. True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did already because we had light. Without that, it'll be pitch dark. That might make it impossible to move around in here. Then you couldn't use the light like we're doing right now. True. They used a light to move around on the floor. Is that possible? Oh, that's just our candle. Dried blood. The blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboards. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping. It's under the same floorboard, just as the different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey.
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. You're right, there's a little bit of blood on the underside of this
What do you
floorboard.
mean?
Did Tenko blood spatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder, I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these blood stains here are completely dry. There must be some reason for these particular stains are dry. And this blood stain is fresh. The blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Cut cross piece. Oh, look, part of the cross piece that supports the floorboard is cut. It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion it's missing is about the same length too. And from what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. It was cut by something, by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if its portion is missing.
Then...
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko is loose, and the cross piece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all of this, then why? I think we're finished investigating here.
Is that alright?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
By the way,
We only been investigating this room. Sure that's wise? What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko had different killers, then the black one we need to vote
You're
for
right.
is the culprit of the first murder, the culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said. So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of those two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Oh good, now I can leave. When I came to the hallway, a scene most surprising that I could ever imagine unfolded. What now? Oh, for the love of God, a third death! Turn the tits on!
It's a lie!
Fuck you, game! Did I surprise you? Well, you're going to scream and cry in terror? Now, hold on a sec. Seriously? Oh god, this is stupid. Seriously, I don't want another dead person, okay? Oh god. What are you doing?
oh,
Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is
Why?
real blood. Okay, why are you doing? What are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard. You stepped through the floorboard?
mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose conscious, do it after when you tell us everything. Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting this floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was missing. Does that mean... Ah, come on, no!
huh?
Huh? Oh, god damn it.
Confidence! Dreams! That's what the Killing Game is all about! Killing Game fans! Hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes! Baseball, soccer, mobile games! They're all nothing compared to the Killing Game! The Killing Game just can't be beat! Behold, students! The entrance to the truck!
Yeah, oh god, not now. I guess time's up. Oh man, it's cause of you guys. I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me, but unfortunately,
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyoto perfectly reenacted the seance as what it was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in the picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial, so see you there. Oma left, and the blood loss clearly affected his footing a little. Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous
Do you wanna
sometimes.
die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Alright, so now we gotta head back. And please, for the love of God, let me just go straight there. Thank you. So now we have 2 murders, and I think I kinda get what's going on here. Now when I think about it.
Oh dear.
It would appear if we have gathered, but it seems less and less of us. Less friends meant it that much harder to solve
Don't
mystery.
worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm glad you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gunta. Yeah, Gunta do his best to help. I want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaido idiot level. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? More importantly, are you okay, Kaido? Yeah, I'm feeling much better now, but wow, Makiro sure does pack a punch. It's your fault. You didn't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far. Hey!
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
booyah!
These golden brain cells are mine, are a gift to the entire world. As though even every time you open your mouth, you become less
Rest
likable.
in peace.
Adula, please, lend us your power.
But-
oh, shut up. It may be difficult for us to rely on Adula, considering what happened to Angie, whom Adula loved most of all.
You know.
She should have relied on Adula in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny to seeing a robot believe in God, especially Adula.
I also.
So what? So what? Robots can believe in gods.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I am in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you gonna say that for? Adula and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial at this time is going to be rough. We got caught in Monaco's trap. His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Zuichi, say something. What should I say? Alright, let's just do this. Here we go again. As usual, we walk towards the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard, we descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. So we fell faster and faster downward into the black, into the dark. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly, and the light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future, or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there are even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You make Mano damn sad. And he's back to being quiet. Phew. As much as I love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth,
Now then,
let's hurry up and get this started. At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. Alright, let's get this one started again. The third trial is about to start again. About to begin. Angie, she created the Ultimate Academy Student Council and tried to prevent the killing game. And then Tenko, she hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. Who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Two different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. And yeah, we will save.